U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. This will include immediate tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods as of Tuesday, followed by further tariffs on $125 billion worth of American products in 21 days' time to allow Canadian companies and supply chains to seek to find alternatives.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the 5 Pints Podcast. I'm your host, Jamie A.B. And Canada is imploding, and we need to talk about it. Okay, so let's dive right in. First of all, I'm going to talk about this from kind of a social, political commentary. I'm not good with economics. I just know we are completely doomed and screwed, okay? So let's dive in as to why I think that this is happening, because here's the thing. Canada's fentanyl into the States is not a lot. It's like 0.2% that they make up for, and the rest is like Mexico and all of the rest, okay? So what I think is truly going on here is the fact that Donald Trump is mad at Justin Trudeau, and I mean like rightly so, because Justin Trudeau has called him a far-right extremist, Yahtzee, all of the different things you can imagine. Justin Trudeau has literally said that, and not just like in passing, in official press statements about Pierre Poilievre and our official House of Commons. He has said this about a previous president of the United States that he has worked with, okay? So do I think Donald Trump has a point of not wanting to work with Justin Trudeau? Yeah. Do I wish that Donald Trump said, hey, give your people a fucking election and I won't put tariffs on you? Yeah, that would have been nice. Do I think that Donald Trump should take it out on his citizens while he's mad at Justin Trudeau? Because here's the thing. Tariffs put extra money on American goods coming into Canada and then Canadian goods going into America. So it just makes everything impossible for regular average citizens who will lose their jobs, okay? But what the gag of this really is that this probably would not be happening if Jagmeet Singh would have just voted a vote of non-confidence in December and put us into an election. What is going on? Okay? Because this is absolute chaos, okay? Yesterday I watched Doug Ford go on CNN, and I think he did an excellent job. I think that there's something behind the scenes that we don't know, because absolutely they're right. Doug Ford was right on that. We are not the main people of like supplier of fentanyl to America. Mexico is, okay? Because here's the thing too, is that Pierre's also not reading the room. I like Pierre. I think that he's great. I'm not going to agree with him on everything because I'm not a leftist and I'm not like an extremist like that. And I do disagree with how he's handling this. He should be more proactive like Danielle Smith. And I cannot figure it out, because it must either mean that he knows something we don't know behind the scenes about what Trump said to Justin Trudeau at Mar-a-Lago, or number two, he is so afraid of aligning with Trump to lose his fan base in Canada. Those are the only two reasons I can think of that you would want to continue this trade war. Because what do you mean you don't want to? Like, look at Danielle Smith. Why, if the answer isn't just simply talking to Donald Trump and getting things sorted out, then why could Danielle Smith do it? That's my thing. I don't understand what's going on. Why? Like, we should have already been on a Team Canada approach. Do you guys understand how much of our stuff is American that's going to go up and cost? Like my bath salts, my fucking Indian clay. All of the things that I get are from America. I have been trying to shop Canada. It's my thing. You know, since I was a vegan and stuff, I always shopped local. Do you guys know how damn hard it is to shop local? Do you know how hard it is to buy things that are strictly Canadian? It just truly seems like these two leaders are having a fight and continuously taking it out on their civilians. Because I can understand doing this if we were supplying that much drugs and stuff over the border, okay? I completely understand doing that. I genuinely understood Donald Trump when he said that. Fix your borders or 25% tariffs. I understand that. But when I look at the numbers and I see that Canada is only 2.4, 2 point whatever percent of the fentanyl going into America, I'm like, okay, well, this is deeper than this. This is definitely like a feud. Okay. And what kills me is that Justin Trudeau should not be up there. This is an excuse for the Liberals to literally remain in power. Because do you want to know why? Because of this, they could put us into a state of emergency and put off the election until next year. I just seen a comment that said, wow, you looked so much happier last year than this year. Yes, because I'm drained. I've been doing this for an entire 3 years now. I was stolen so much money from me 3 years ago, and I'm just so, after that, my small business was completely annihilated. I could not do anything, so I opened up TikTok and started talking. I had no money. I had nothing to my name when I started this, and I still don't, because I don't get paid for my TikToks, and I'm not monetized yet on YouTube. But and I'm just sitting here thinking like, okay, well, what does this mean? My husband works, we live in Northern Ontario. Why couldn't Doug go and talk to Donald Trump about Ontario? So many Northern Ontario, okay, because right now my husband works for a company that's American owned and it's making a killing right now. But what happens when something needs to be replaced? What happens when they're not making thousands of dollars anymore because our money is so shit, our economy is so shit here, our dollar is so shit? The logging mills up here supply hundreds of jobs to our communities. And I don't know what this means. We will be moving to Alberta and my husband will be working in the oil rigs before we ever take anything from this government again. By the way, do not take their UBI. Do not take their help. They are not here to help you. They are here because they don't like us. More and more every day, this government shows that they truly hate Canadians. When Justin Trudeau gets up there and says, I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm putting a 25% tariff on American goods. So you're literally taking so you don't think what Trump is doing is right. Okay. But you're going to turn around and do the same thing to your citizens? It makes no sense. It really does. And when you sit back and realize that these men are literally just fighting and we are going to be the ones that pay the literal price of this, just mind blown. And before I get into the last of what I want to say, the leftist takes on X are fucking unhinged. If you think that killing Americans by shutting off their power, American civilians, normal Americans, if you think that turning off their power to retaliate to Trump and killing people is the answer, I understand that Canadians are fucking buck wild, all right? We were known as stormtroopers in the First and Second World War for a reason, but we need to remember that we are citizens. We are citizens just like the American citizens. And if we wouldn't want America to turn off the power to Canada, why the hell would we threaten that to them? It blows my mind the lack of humanity that I have seen from the left over these last couple of days. These are the same people who are okay with the pro-Palestine thing because, okay, you guys, I completely understand what Israel is doing. And the amount of children and people that have died is not okay. Okay? Do I agree with anti-Semitism on our streets? No. Do I agree with what Israel's doing to Palestine? No. There's two things can be true at once. But you're telling me the same people who are okay with people doing this in our streets are the same ones who, because children and women and children are being killed across the pond, are the same people that want to kill children and women in America by cutting off their power and letting them have no energy. The point is that the lefties are okay with all of these insane things happening in our streets because they think people are so angry about people dying across the pond, but are so okay with killing thousands of Americans because, yes, despite what you guys think, if you actually look on a map, a lot of Americans are actually way more north than Southern Ontarians, which is the majority of the Canadian population, and cutting off their power will kill them. If they don't have power, they will die. Okay? That's the whole point of this climate change initiative, is that they don't want us, like, we are the carbon they seek to eliminate. So, with that being said, and with seeing the fact that they could push the election till next year, do you guys really think, like, I'm genuinely asking in the comments, do you guys think that even the average everyday Canadians will put up with putting off an election till next year? Or would that be a good enough excuse to say that democracy has been lost in Canada and actually demand an election? Like, unite for real. All of us unite and demand an election, no matter who you're voting for. Even though it's literally going to be the only reason we don't have an election is the NDP, and they're going to be holding up the Liberals. In my opinion, that's just what I think is about to happen. I will literally, if Jagmeet Singh gives us a spring election, I don't even, guys, give me something I will do, because it will mean that hell froze over, that Jagmeet Singh actually stuck to his word. So if Jagmeet Singh actually sticks to his word and we get a spring election, tell me what you guys want to see. I'll go, I iced it. Maybe I'll go live. Okay. If Jagmeet Singh actually calls an election, I will ice dip live on YouTube. Okay, that's what I will do. If there's anything else extreme you guys can think of, let me know, because that's exactly what it is. All right, I'll believe Jagmeet Singh when I see it, if he actually wants to help us further democracy, because tell me why they don't want PRN that bad. This is what makes me, like, this is what made me stick up for Donald Trump, you guys. You tried so hard to make sure that Donald Trump wasn't going to win, and that includes MSN News, all of the things, okay? I understand, and I don't like everything that Trump is doing. Do I admire some of it? Absolutely. Do I think that we need to deport all of the criminals? Yeah. As somebody who was stolen $4,000 from an immigrant, I don't think immigrants should be able to come here and just steal from Canadian citizens and live their lives normally, okay? But do I think his trusting of Sam Altman and that guy who wants the personalized MNRA things? No. And the AI? No. He literally is proposing the real life person of interest situation that is probably already happening and whatever. But anyways, what do you guys think? Do you guys blame Trudeau, blame Trump, blame all of them? Because truly, we're the only ones that are going to be paying, okay? They're all rich enough that this is not going to affect them. This is going to affect us, okay? Let me know if you guys think that your sector of work is going to be impacted, what your game plan is. And for the love of God, please remember, don't trust the government, okay? Don't take money from them. I'm going to, if they ever, I said, that was my cat. I want to be hearing real stories from real Canadians over the next months, okay? And if you have had a problem with these things, please get in contact with me. I would love to share your story and showcase the impacts that the Liberals and the NDP decisions have on everyday Canadians just like myself. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please comment, and like, I guess. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Just to say a couple of things, like Trudeau could have easily cut our income taxes to deal with this instead of putting 25% tariffs on America, okay? He also has so much red tape on shit here that it is almost next to impossible to invest as a business in Canada. And I'm not talking normal, regular restrictions that keep environment and community safe. I'm talking like, what is your company going to contribute to feminism by? Stupid stuff like that. I learned this when I went to go put in solar panels instead of a gas furnace, okay? And I realized that buying solar was literally so much more expensive than just putting in a gas furnace. And I thought, that's really strange, because isn't the point of the carbon tax to incentivize us to buy more green? But when the green is more expensive, that just means every option for Canadians is more expensive. I digress. There's so many things that could have been done by both leaders, by the way. Like I suggested that Donald Trump say to Trudeau, hey, I won't put tariffs on if you give your people an election. That would have been nice. Okay, anyways, bye guys. Sorry, I had to throw this in because I just could not get... What is he thinking?